Welcome to Star Wars Timeline. Today's video will be a little bit different, an experiment so to speak. Those of you guys who follow my channel know that I usually do Star Wars books and comic reviews, character highlights, lore videos, that kind of stuff. I am not much of a collector as far as figures go. The only thing that I do collect are the Star Wars books, but I decided to do something different and get a couple of figurines just to put in the back, kind of like in the back view, to show you guys that, you know, I appreciate the art of figures and so on. So I got a couple here. I got some of my favorite storyline characters, Admiral Thrawn here, which I thought was absolutely awesome. 50th anniversary Star Wars. And I got Luke from the same one, from Thrawn Comics. But here's the problem. I did not find any Mara Jade Black Series figures or like 6-inch figures that would stand together with that. So I decided to go a different route. After a couple of YouTube videos and suggestions from Facebook forums and groups and, you know, toy makers and guys who do like custom figures, I decided to throw together my own version of Mara. Now, I will go over the figures that I got, the process that I will go over. I'll try to like film it and give you my recipe of which parts and pieces that I'm using. Plus, I'm going to follow that hot water suggestion to make sure my figure is gummy and it doesn't break along the way. Let's get into it. Okay guys, so here's my little setup and let's go over the figures. First and foremost, most of the stuff that I'm going to be using are from this figure, the Marvel Legends Deadpool. I'm going to be using the lower torso and the legs of this figurine. I really like the boots on the shin guards that she has here, so that one looked really cool, and a couple of custom makers used that. So that's number one. Next, for the bust, we're going to use this part from Black Widow Marvel. Guys, you can see it here. Pretty nice detail, pretty crisp, so I hope it works out really well. For the arms, we're going to use Daredevil Elektra. This is what Mara Jade has in comic books. She has like these sleeveless black vest. So we're going to extract the arms from this one, hopefully, and it's going to go into our figure. As far as accessories go, I ordered these two figures that you guys check out. We're going to use the belt from Han Solo. Strap her with a belt, give her a little gun. Maybe I'll use the same gun from this figure here. And for Leia, we need her goggles. One of the signature things that she has is her goggles. We're going to put them on, see how that works out. Last but not least, several different versions of the cape are being used. I decided to go with this Count Dooku one, which is actually made of fabric, and I thought it's going to look a little bit realistic. So Black Series Count Dooku. Fortunately, we can't see the full thing unless I'll open it and we'll check it out a little bit later. Oh, and one more thing I forgot. I wasn't really happy with the headpieces that they have for this Black Widow. Even though she's red hair, that's what the Mara Jade has. I'm not completely sold on this sculpt. I think it's a little bit too cartoony for my taste. Who knows? Maybe I'll, end up using it. But what I did was I ordered this loose head from Black Widow. I believe it's also Black Series. Really, I don't know if you guys could see it here. Really, really interesting sculpt. Very realistic. Great paint job. Plus, I got this little toy, lightsaber. So let's see how that goes. Let's unpack all of this stuff here and get into it. Ooh, this one I might use for Jaina Solo, one of the Jedi twins, Han and Leia's children from the Legends books. That's a pretty lovely, very, very cool looking sculpt. I'll keep that for sure. And here we are. Here's the final result. I'm very happy with the way it turned out. Surprisingly, the most challenging part was attaching the arms back to her upper torso. I thought I'm gonna break something, but I was being patient and actually submerged it in the hot water and gave it a second to sit there. And I'm really happy how it turned out. The cape, the goggles. The only thing I'm missing, obviously, is the lightsaber. And as somebody recommended on Facebook forums, they were saying you might purchase the Mace Windu figurine and just grab the sword from there. And that's what I'll probably do. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. The reason I decided to go with these figurines, obviously, is because the Thrawn trilogy, which I've discussed here numerous times, is one of the best books out there that you could experience. And I'm talking about, obviously, the first original Thrawn trilogy, which was responsible for introducing me into the larger world of Star Wars EU. This was a pretty fun project, pretty cool Saturday that I spent, and I hope you guys liked it. Please let me know in the comments below if you're also Star Wars collectors, what kind of figures you have, show them off, and so forth. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you next time.